What has simultaneously gotten worse and more expensive? Cable TV. Edit. Thank you for the gold, kind stranger. It'll help the sting of having to threaten to cancel service next month. Yup. I don't even F with cable anymore. First thing I thought of. Surprised it's so far down the list. Edit. Well, looks like everybody agreed with me, as cable TV is now at the top. New homes. Cookie-cutter houses, built with cheap contractors who cut corners left and right. Situated in neighborhoods with ever higher WAFs, and the HOAs are getting more expensive too. Cable television. More commercials. Channels upon channels of ridiculous bill. I remember when you could watch a show on cable without any commercials. That was its big selling point. My university education. Specifically this year, they are raising tuition and fall semester has no in-person sessions. I don't envy college students during this crisis. I would be pissed, especially if I had a major dependent on university facilities, labs, etc. I honestly would highly consider a gap year or two. College kids of Reddit. Are any schools offering a gap year as an option? Photo booths. Oh, the old ones were so cool. 4 different real photos for $1. Now you pay $7 for 4 identical bad laser prints. I remember the donuts at Dunkin' Donuts to be bigger and cheaper. There are more Krispy Kremes where I'm from, and there was a huge selection of flavors every day. I thought I grew bigger in age, so the donuts seemed smaller. Health insurance. There used to be this burger joint called Joe's Cable Car near me. Great place. I miss it so much. A few months before it closed down, I was there and the owner, Joe, was having a heated conversation with one of his suppliers on the phone. After he hung up, he looked over at me and just said, "Price goes up, quality goes down." It took me a while to realize that that wasn't a supplier he was dealing with, just a fact of life. People like Joe can't tolerate that. That's why the truly great things never last. Only the mediocre things are able to endure long enough to degrade into the universally hated embodiment of entropy that the physical world allows for. Everything Nestle takes over. WATERISNOTAHUMANRIGHT. Nestle. All Cadbury's products, in particular Cadbury's Cream Egg. Kraft ruined it. The Cadbury egg is honestly the most disappointing to me, because nearly every one of the food products mentioned has plenty of viable alternatives that haven't been ruined. You can find 1,000 high-quality chocolate bars or ice creams or whatever, but the Cadbury egg is a singularly unique product. There's nothing else like it on Earth. So once Cadbury ruined the recipe, it was a treat lost forever. Ice cream containers that were originally 1/2 gallon have been shrinking. They went from 64 ounces to 56 ounces and now 48 ounces. But the price hasn't shrunk. It's been increasing steadily, and the quality often isn't as good as it used to be when containers were a true 1/2 gallon. Breyers makes what looks like ice cream, but if you look at the box, there's no word of ice cream on it. Just frozen dessert. College education in the U.S. Housing. Edit. Thanks for the award, kind stranger. I didn't think my comment would get this much attention. But wow. I remember my first one-bedroom apartment was $450 a month in a suburb. Came with covered parking and there were no weird extra fees. Man, that was nice. Clothes. Even a sweater from the Gap is like $70 now, even though the quality is about 10% better than Old Navy. Goddamn it, clothes retailers. Settle down or I will go naked. Edit. To the people suggesting thrift stores. I agree. It's thrilling to find something special and cheap. You wash it, you're good to go. Plus retail clothing is so effing expensive nowadays that I would rather someone else take the hit of driving it off the lot. privacy and anonymity. Sadly, that is true. Use a VPN or DuckDuckGo. Everyone feels like they need a ring for some reason. Cameras are posted every year. This coming from an avid Apple user. Apple computers. I'd rather take 1 centimeter extra thickness and more ports than using a hub for everything. College tuition. When I hear college used to be paid with a summer job, my eyes get watery. I'm a college student. I did pay for mine on a summer job but worked nights and lived alone and could take 3 classes a semester plus summer classes, and paid 1/3 rent with the money I made. Size of bags of chips. I mean, the bags have gotten bigger, but suddenly they need to sell you more air as well. Scented candles. Yankee Candle in particular used to be the candle that was considered premium. But while they've never been cheap, at least a while ago it was worth the money. But now they're just exorbitant in price. They don't smell like they used to, and they are not worth the money. Yankee sold out. Kringle Candle is the original family making candles again. What defines a premium candle? Aren't they all kind of the same? I'm sure this will get overlooked, but KFC. I remember growing up, the whole family could eat there and it was great. Now it's just garbage, super greasy, and will cost you an arm and a leg for a dang bucket of chicken. They have gotten way worse and the price has went up. Yeah, I remember big styrofoam cylinders stuffed with sides. Now it's $5 for a frozen dinner bowl's worth. Popeyes is invading all of the cities near me and it runs KFC out of business in every city it enters.